I'm Bryn, if you don't.
Hi, I'm Bryn. If you don't know me, today I filmed a chill get ready with me on this look. I wasn't actually wearing this lip in the look. This is just Bite Beauty. Hold on, pause. Amuse Bouche liquefied lip in the shade Whip, and I just put this on like 3.2 seconds ago, but in the video I just slapped on lip balm. But yeah, so I just did a get ready with me on this look. I used the Natasha Denona holiday palettes, and I talked a little bit about my depression and all sorts of fun topics. So yeah. Alright, so to prime, I'm just going to use the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. And I'm also, just really quick, going to go in with the Smashbox Primer Water. Because I never use this, and I want to. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. This is the shade R230, and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Primer Foundation in the shade 1.0. So I'm just going to swipe some of the stick on, and then I'll just dot a little bit of the Smashbox around my face. It's been forever and a half since I filmed, almost a month actually, probably, because I've been busy. Yeah, I don't know. I just like haven't really like wanted to, especially I guess. I've been kind of struggling mentally again. My main issue is that I'm lacking in the friend department. So, I don't know. It's just been hard. Like month, I guess. There's been some changes at work, and it's just made it harder for me there. Because of the way I grew up, my #1 trigger pretty much has always been, and probably always will be, feeling like I'm unappreciated, or just feeling like I'm not being treated as well as I deserve. And it just makes work really hard for me, because I feel like I go out of my way all the time to help everyone out, and then no one ever says thank you or anything. So yeah, it just makes work hard. Like I have a hair stuck to my face. It makes work hard. And then I'll like blow up about it and get like upset, and then I feel like everyone just thinks that I'm like crazy. So that's really funny. And then been having some friend issues. Well, more of a lack thereof type of issue. So school has been going okay though. I've been doing pretty darn well. So that's awesome. It's just, I don't know, it's hard. I struggled with depression for, I wanted to say so long, but it was really only like, it was when I was probably, started to kick in probably when I was about like 12 maybe, and then it absolutely blew off when I was 14. It's been a pretty major issue ever since, so about like 4 years, which isn't really that long, but it is a long time. I don't know. And now it's like I've come so far from where I was that like I can barely even like fathom how I used to feel that way. But it's still like I still get down on myself and all that, you know what I mean? And I absolutely know 100% that I want to live. I don't want to die. I know 100% that I don't want to hurt myself. But that really does not keep me from having thoughts like, well, this person would not care if I did hurt myself. This person would not care if I did die. This person wouldn't notice if I did die. So it just makes it hard to like, can y'all not fight right now? I'm really trying to have like a deep conversation. Goddamn. It makes it difficult to like, I don't know, be okay, I guess. To just like be thinking about the fact that, I don't know. I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Amber Matchstick to cream contour. I'm just gonna do one side at a time. I'm just gonna take a little stippling brush, pulling it out. But yeah, I don't know. I know for sure what I want out of life, and I know for sure that I deserve to be happy just as much as the next person, but that still doesn't keep me from having bad thoughts, you know what I mean? And 1%. I have not hurt myself at all since February 10th, so 9 months, 10 months, and yeah, that's awesome, because there was a time when, specifically 8th grade, I'd come home from school every single day and cut myself. Like, no matter if I had a good day or what, I'd just come home and do that, because that was just like where I was at, you know? And like, I'd just do it no matter what my emotions were. Like, I did not have to be sad or upset or really having major urges to do it. Like, I'd just do it because that was all I knew, I guess. I don't know. And I want to use the Anastasia liquid highlighter in Pearl X. I've barely used it since I got it, so I'm just gonna, that looks really gold. Whatever. Just gonna blend that in. But yeah, there was a time when I would hurt myself every single day, no matter what, for really no reason. Just because that was where I was at. That was just kind of what I did. And so now it's like so weird to think about that. It's just so weird to look back and see that, like, that's where I was. Like, I really don't even know what was going through my head at those times, because I feel it's like it was just like so far away. Even though like I've had issues in the past year still. I don't know. I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. I'm just gonna try out this Bobbi Brown highlighter in the shade Afternoon Glow. I've had this for like forever, but I rarely use it, so we're just gonna see what happens. It's definitely not doing it for me. It's a little deep for me. Pause. I'm just gonna go in with the Pixie Aspen Ovard highlighter in London Luster. Go over that. I'm going to use the Anastasia contour kit because I need to use this more. And I'm just going to take this Juvia's Place brush into this shade. Yeah. I'm going to use this to bronze. But yeah, I've been in therapy for 4 years now, and my family did family therapy before then. Can you guys stop? I did not find that helpful one bit. I hated the guy. I would not talk at all. Like, at all. And it was just not a good time. So, yeah. It's looking kind of muddy. What the fuck? But at first, therapy was really hard because just like the way that my family was, I was a stuffer and I did not talk about my emotions at all. And I don't know what it is, but it's still very hard for me to like actually voice and speak my feelings. It's way easier for me to just like text you about it. And I feel like most people prefer to like talk in person, face to face, but not me. I'd rather just like text you, let you know how it is, and then be done. You know what I mean? But I was a stuffer, so therapy was really, really hard for me at the beginning. It's still hard, but I've definitely gotten better. I'm just gonna put on blush because they're so hard to open. And at first I could really only answer like yes or no. Like I had to be asked direct questions or else I would not be able to. I'm still bad with open-ended questions. Like you're like 70% more likely to get me to talk if you just ask me yes or no questions rather than being like, so how are things going, Bryn? You know what I mean? But yeah, it was really hard. And I started on medication. The first medication I ever used, was Prozac, and it worked for a while and then it did not, which is how several of the medications I've been on have kind of played out, which is not fun. I'm just gonna take some face powder as like my transition shade. Right now I'm on medications that I do believe are helpful. My main, no, actually I don't want to actually talk about it, but medications can be very helpful, but I feel like you just have to be able to like get there, you know, because it's been 4 years of trying different medications and we're now like happy with where we are. I'm using the Natasha Denona Holiday palettes. I'm going to start with the Aries one, and I'm going to take Burnt Terracotta. It's my prettiest shade. But yeah, because medications can have an adverse effect, and holy fuck, that's pigmented, make things worse, which is why you have to have like a good doctor and like a good support. I'm gonna wipe some of it off of my hand. A good support system if you're gonna start going through medications, because they absolutely can make it worse. It's like a big process to try and get them right. They can be very helpful, but they can also be very unhelpful, you know what I mean? So yeah, damn, that was fucking, holy shit. Now I'm gonna take that much product on the other eye. My issue with friends is that I've only ever once had my best friend, and I've also been their best friend, you know? Like anytime somebody is my number one, I'm never their number one, which is like really hard for me to accept, just like because of everything in my life. It's just really hard for me. I don't know, I blame myself a lot, and so anytime that happens, I'm just like, why aren't I good enough? You know what I mean? It definitely makes the situation harder. But yeah, that was wet blended a little higher. I'm gonna take my little brush that I used my translucent powder on to just kind of blend out these edges. Okay, so I'm gonna take the Joya palette. I'm gonna take the shade Fuchsia on a smaller brush. Can you guys chill, for real? This is another Juvia's Place brush from that same set that I was using earlier. I'm gonna put that in my crease. I'm somebody that's very all or nothing. So when I find out that I'm not your number one, it's very hard for me to just like accept the fact that I'm lower on the totem pole, you know what I mean? I'd rather be your everything or nothing, which is absolutely ridiculous and causes me to burn a lot of bridges, but I don't know. And that's the issue that I'm having right now. It's just hard because like I know that those people care about me, but it's like, why is that person good enough for you and I'm not, you know what I mean? If I could stop saying you know what I mean incessantly, that would be great. As I was saying a while ago, because now I've been like on 7 different tangents, I have not hurt myself at all since February 10th, which is amazing for me because, as I said, there was time when I did it every single day, and I started getting creative with the ways that I would hurt myself because of the fact that people would find out, and obviously, yeah. So for a while, cutting was the first thing that I did, and then, you know, once people knew about that and I had to kind of stay away from that, I started burning myself, and I'd also scratch myself a lot. You can't see it anymore, but there used to be like just one big scar that was like this, and that's because I scratched myself for it. Just one day in choir, the teacher was like teaching, and I've pretty much always been somebody that I like laugh a lot, and when I was depressed, it was very hard for me when teachers would like, hold on, teachers, you know, they'd yell at me for laughing and disrupting the class or whatever, and in my head it's like, okay, listen, like I want to die 90% of the time, like you really can't just let me be happy, which obviously is not like how it actually works, but you know what I mean. So that was like really hard for me to deal with. And so one day in choir, I was just being like, this was freshman year, I was just being like rambunctious or whatever, and we had like partners for our music because we each, 2 people got like one folder and just shared like all the sheet music and whatever. And so me and my like music partner were just like laughing whatever, and he was talking and he like quieted down, and the teacher said something and was like, blah blah blah, you're talking too much or something like that. And so I've not been good. Oh my god, I'm not good with authority because of my childhood. And so he like said that, and I was holding the music and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. So I just like passed the music over to my partner and I was like, can you hold this please? So like, I'm not, I whispered, I was just like, can you hold this please? Can you guys stop please? Stop, I'm your mother, do not growl at me. I was just like, can you hold this please? And she was like, and the teacher was like, and you're still talking under your breath and giving me an attitude. And I just lost it, and I just completely started scratching myself, and I had a scab like this big on my arm that I had to like go to the nurse for. It was terrible. I had a test the next period, so you know, I get in there and I'm like sobbing in the middle of world studies, about to take this test, and my teacher like called me out to the hallway, and he was really nice. He was a good teacher, but yeah. And so then he made me go to the guidance counselor. I'm not a big fan of the guidance counselors, but yeah. So I'd scratch myself. I burned myself for a while. Obviously there was the cutting with all types of different materials. But I have not hurt myself at all in the past 10 months. The most that I've done is like hot water, I'll either like take a shower and then I'll like start to get the water as hot as I possibly can and just like sit under it while it's scalding hot, which it'd make my skin red, but it didn't like leave a mark. Or at work, when I've been having like a really hard time, I'll just wash my hands with the hot water turned all the way up and just take extra long washing my hands. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself for not doing anything at all for the past 10 months, because girl, it was hard. That's good enough. I'm gonna use the NYX glitter primer before my lid shade. This shade, Star Bronze. And then I'm going to use Red Bronze on the outer half. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. And yes, I'll see you the next time I actually get my ass filming.